Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install Windows Server 2019 using Oracle VM VirtualBox. So here I have Oracle VirtualBox, which is one of the many different types of VirtualBox softwares. What we want to do first is create a new virtual machine. So click New, and we're going to be naming our virtual machine. So I'll name mine Windows Server 2019. Click Next. Now we want to allocate memory size that the VM is going to be using. So because I have 16 gigs to utilize, I'm going to raise mine to 8 gigs of memory. Hit Next. Now we're going to be creating a hard disk for the VM to utilize. Make sure that Create a Virtual Hard Disk Now is selected. Select VHD or Virtual Hard Disk and click Next. For this, we leave it to dynamically allocated and hit Next. Now we're going to be selecting the storage that the VM is going to be utilizing. For now, 32 gigs is a good default to leave it at, and click Create. Great. Now we have our virtual machine set up, but there's a few things before we start that we're going to have to tweak in settings. So click Settings and navigate to Storage. Select the empty SATA. This is where we're going to be loading our ISO file for Windows Server 2019. So navigate to wherever you have the ISO files installed and select it, hit Open. Then we're going to navigate to Network. Click Advanced and ensure that the adapter type is set to Intel Pro 1000 MT Desktop and hit OK. Now we can start the VM. Hit Start. Give it some time to boot up. Depending on the specs of your computer, this can take a while. Great. Now that the VM has been booted, it has to go through the installation process for Windows Server 2019. So this is where we select the language, time and currency format, and keyboard input methods. These are fine as the defaults, so hit Next. Then click Install Now. Now, this is where we select the version of Windows Server 2019 we want to install. Select Standard Evaluation Desktop Experience. This is important. You have to make sure that the desktop experience is the one that you install. Hit Next. Accept all license terms and click Next again. Now this is where we select which type of installation that we want. We are going to be clicking Custom. This is where you can choose whether you want to create a new partition, load drivers, or leave it as the default. Because we're only using 32 gigs of storage, we're going to leave it as default. We don't need to create a partition. Hit Next. Now, we just need to leave the files to install. Now that the system is done installing, it needs to restart. So just going to leave it, let it do that. It's important to let this process happen even if it restarts more than one time. Great. Now that the installation has completed, we're going to need to create a new administrator password for the VM. I'm going to use the system defaults, which entails at least one special character, one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, and one numerical value. So I'll be using hashtag P, uppercase P for password, 1. Then click finish. Great. Now it says press Ctrl, Alt, and Delete to unlock. However, the VM does not acknowledge certain keyboard inputs. So we're going to navigate to the input menu in the bar above and hit Insert Ctrl, Alt, Delete. This will allow us to enter the administrator password we set before. Then hit Enter. It's doing some last minute configurations. And there we go. And that is how you create the Windows Server 2019 on a virtual machine. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.